Hello, 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 and welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, I have a very special guest today. This is my baby, y'all. Say hey. This is Miss Monet herself, it's Stasia. I am so excited to have her, and she has agreed to do the last Tabitha Brown taste test with me, and I'm so excited. I'm anxious to hear what her opinion is because she don't play when it comes to the food, y'all. If it ain't good, it ain't good. Okay. So, I have already tasted the polenta and wild mushrooms, the ravioli, but she hasn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and let her taste that. That's gonna be the one that's marked with the PM. I let her taste it by itself, and then I have some of the lemon uh lemon dill garlic sauce that I don't want to say watered down, loosened up with a little broth and put over my chicken. So we're gonna let her go ahead and taste that one first, and then we're gonna taste the other two together. So this is the polenta and wild mushroom ravioli. I liked it. My husband, he say for some reason he didn't like it, but I think he didn't like it because he said he was looking for the meat. And I said, baby, there's no meat in there. It's just the mushrooms. He was like, oh, because I was wondering why it tasted like that. And I said, well, you're tasting the earthiness of the mushrooms. He said, well, yeah, now it makes sense. So that's kind of wanted to say that because there's no meat in any of these. And I really enjoyed it. So I really couldn't tell if he didn't like it or he did like it but didn't realize he wasn't eating meat. So what you think?
I like the flavor. I don't really taste the mushroomy. I don't know what polenta is.
So polenta is a type of grit. And I don't know if you remember when they used to make at the cafe, I used to go get the polenta cakes that are triangle and they were kind of thick. I almost made myself sick eating them. They were really good. Anyway, they're polenta cakes, but it's a type of grit, kind of like hominy and stuff like that. So now she's going to try it with the lemon dill garlic sauce. And I like those two together. They paired really well together, and they also did really well on the chicken. So, and I think we're going to use that one for the sweet potato cauliflower one too, because I think it'll go well with that.
And that's a sweet pea.
So this is a sweet potato cauliflower, and that one's a sweet pea. Basil.
I like it better with the sauce. But yeah, I like it better with the sauce. But it's good in general. Like it has a nice flavor to it. Of course, I mean, I read the package. I saw wasn't no meat in it, so I wasn't expecting no meat.
And I don't know if because I didn't warn him, but I just didn't think to say anything because, you know, it doesn't usually matter with him. He's usually good either way.
The only thing that throws me off is raviolis typically have cheese in them. And that's like, even if you don't have meat in it, you have some form of cheese in it. So that's what kind of threw me off, because even with the polenta and mushroom, I still expected maybe some ricotta in there.
Well, her line is vegan. So, but yeah, well, no. I was gonna say because they make vegan cheeses. There is a such thing as a vegan cheese, and it's usually made with nutritional yeast. Remember, I used to buy nutritional yeast. It's a yellow kind of flaky. It almost looked like those instant potatoes, but it was yellow in color.
We've eaten a lot in our lifetime. So you're asking me to remember very specific details. And I don't remember what I ate this week.
Yeah, so I like it. And again, as a treat for myself, yeah, for me, the price point was pretty reasonable. And I want to say, I have to look it up, but I want to say these are maybe like $5.99 or something like that. And you see how many come in a packet. To me, that's enough for 2 people easily.
Yeah.
And then, but if you're one of your people is me, you can typically split it 3 ways because you're gonna have the ravioli, but you're also gonna have your meat or whatever your main item is, plus maybe 1 or 2 other sides, and something to drink. So, all right, y'all. So now we're gonna go ahead, and I want to try this one right here.
That sauce is really good.
Which is a sweet pea basil. So we're going to try that one. And because of the fact that that one, it has kind of the basil makes me think Italian. We're going to taste it by itself. But we're going to also taste it with a marinara sauce. Mm-hmm. So this is the one is sweet pea and basil ravioli. Okay. And let me let you see what that looks like. See if I can do that without dropping it on the inside. All right. You ready? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. I immediately got the basil.
It's pretty strong. And I like peas, but the peas aren't really tender enough for me to be in of a ravioli.
It's and I boiled it longer than the time it said, but it almost has like a crunch or something to it.
Yeah, the peas are the only thing that doesn't seem.
Yeah. It doesn't have a bad flavor. It's just the texture. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and try it with a little bit of the marinara sauce. And I know that's not going to change the texture, but we'll see if it contributes to the flavor.
I ate both of the
polenta and wild mushroom.
I keep wanting to say pimento.
Oh. So you like those, huh?
Yeah, it was good. And it was really good with the sauce. The sauce was really good.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and try with the marinara sauce. Still the texture thing. But pairing it with the red sauce gives it it's like it brings out the flavor of the herbs.
Yeah. Pulls it together.
Yeah. So the last one that we're going to try is sweet potato cauliflower. And again, we're going to try this separately, like by itself.
Ravioli.
Yeah. It doesn't help that the air is blowing. Or you know what I mean?
This one was really interesting on the inside.
Yeah. Sweet potato cauliflower. And I'm trying to figure out, it has something in here that's like a dark color. I'm not really sure what that is, but bottoms up.
I'm trying to show you. Can't get it on my fork. There we go.
All right. As expected, it's sweet.
Not super sweet.
No, not overly. It does have some like an herb or something in there.
You taste that? Taste cauliflower.
Yeah.
Probably because cauliflower doesn't have really much of a taste.
Yeah, it takes on the flavor of whatever you season it with. Yeah. But she probably did cauliflower because it is a healthy element to add, but it also beefs up the filling with the sweet potato, because you know sweet potato is real light and it's thin, so maybe the cauliflower kind of help give it a little texture, body. Yeah. So now we're gonna try it with the lemon. I always have to stop and think about what it's called. The lemon dill garlic sauce.
You made it, not me. I don't know. Listen.
Okay.
I like the sauce with the sweet potato.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of complements each other.
Mm-hmm. Sweet and savory.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not super sweet. It kind of just adds that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But you heard it here, folks. That's our honest review about the... I would definitely do the ravioli. The pea and basil, sweet pea and basil. I don't know if boiling that longer would make a difference because it's the filling that is a problem. So maybe what you can do is maybe you can bake it off. But do you think that the ravioli, the pasta part of it will fall apart if you baked it off like in a sauce or something in the oven?
My problem with it was more so the peas were whole and it tasted more so like the peas weren't cooked prior to putting them in there.
Mm-hmm.
So even if we were to cook it ourselves, we may run the risk of overcooking it just trying to cook the peas inside.
That's true. So yeah, it's a no for me on the sweet pea basil. The flavor is there, but the texture is off. Mm-hmm. And I'm a texture girl. You know, y'all know I have said that time and time again, and I just can't. If the texture is off, I just can't. Now the sweet pea and cauliflower, I'm digging that. And I actually you have to eat these coming straight out of the water because you don't want it to cool off. As you can see, it did get a little tough for us to cut it. But
if you use a sauce, put the sauce over it. Fresh
to
out
help
of the
keep
water,
it warm.
to help keep it warm and moisturized, because that was one of the problems.
Mm-hmm.
It's sitting here exposed to the air like that. But the polenta and the mushroom one was my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Mine too. And then the sweet potato and cauliflower is second. It's a no for me on the sweet pea and basil. All right, you guys. Before we get out of here, I just want to remind you, y'all come on and join the Fetch program. Go ahead and scan my QR code. You download that program, scan the QR code, scan your first receipt, and you might as well benefit from all the money that you're spending anyway. Those receipts translates into points. Those points translates into dollars that you can cash in for a store card or a cash card, or you can even donate it to charity. Why not? You're already spending the money. Come on now. Scan that QR code. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. You know, we don't do so without saying, love yourself, love somebody else, and until next time, y'all take care.